Buongiorno a tutti, rieccoci in diretta da Mixology Experience. Siamo al secondo giorno di questo trade show dedicato alla Mixology qui a Milano al Super Studio Maxi e oggi partiamo alla grande con un ospite molto particolare, mi viene da dire live from New York, the greatest city in the world. Abbiamo Jeff Bell che ha appena finito la sua presentazione qui a Mixology Experience, è una vera e propria lezione di management. Hi Jeff, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Jeff, it's kind of a management lesson. Tell us what the PDT, which is your cocktail bar in New York City, what PDT is and how can you grow a unique brand like PDT?
So PDT is a very small cocktail bar in New York City. We have about 40 seats. You enter through Criff Dogs, a hot dog restaurant, and then you go into the phone booth and then you'll find PDT. We make very nice cocktails, high skill, and it's something that we can't just open more PDTs around the world because it's very difficult to execute at that level and keep on doing more. So I'm looking at how do we grow the business in other ways. And one thing I'm working on right now is a new concept with one of our bartenders, a guy named Victor Lopez, who's one of the best bartenders we've had. He's been there since the beginning. And him and I are working together on a concept that we're going to do on the street, because in New York right now, you can serve cocktails outside. So outside of PDT, we're doing a brand new concept called Calle San Marcos. And it's a Mexican-inspired concept, inspired by Mexican bingo, which is called Loteria. Victor's from Puebla, Mexico, so it's his ideas, and I'm helping him refine it. So we're working on it collaboratively to create a new concept. And if it works out really well, then we'll start looking for spaces, and maybe we can open this as a permanent thing. But it's a nice trial to do for the summer.
And also you have much more partnerships with Coachella, with JetBlue. Tell us.
Yeah, I found that it's all about your network, it's all about your partnerships and collaborations, and that working with other people, collaboration is very important, I think, for the strength of our brand. I think for most brands it is, because it helps open you up to other audiences, and each time you're doing something, you meet more people and more opportunities come from that. I just got back from California. I did 3 weekends in Coachella, the music festival, and we do a pop-up there every year, and the music festival has 125,000 attendees, so to make it feel like PDT, the vibe of it isn't like PDT because it's not dark and dim and subterranean, but we hide it. So at the festival every year, it's in a different location throughout. So people have to find PDT at Coachella, and it becomes this thing that's part of the festival. They don't put it in the advertising that goes out, but people just know we're there. And so on Fridays, it's kind of slow, and then people start to put it on Reddit and Instagram and things like that. And then Saturdays were jam-packed, and Sundays were jam-packed. And it's this, what we like to do is this sense of discovery, and that's what people find really fun about speakeasies, is that they're discovering something that's unknown, and they want to tell other people about it. And if you get people really interested in what you're doing, and they tell people, that's the best kind of advertising. It's better than TripAdvisor or Yelp or whatever is popular here. Getting those people to tell, hey, go see this bar, you got to do it, and then they're going to tell people. So it's this word of mouth thing that is what made PDT famous in the beginning, and it's what I'm trying to stick to for other activations and pop-ups.
And what about the other partnership with JetBlue?
Oh, and during the pandemic, I started a partnership with JetBlue Airlines where I consulted on their cocktail menu for their business class cabin. But I designed the drinks, but I also designed the mixers that go into the drinks. So instead of having their commissaries around the United States follow my recipes, I make the batches in a facility and bottle it for them. So when they're on the plane, they could just take one airplane mini bottle and mix it with 3 caps of my mix or 1 cap of my mix, depending on what the drink is. And that way they can make drinks balanced and delicious and complex, and without having to train the flight crew how to bartend.
One last thing, how important is to grow up a strong team?
The strong team is the most important part of it. You can't. What I found after reopening after the pandemic is that you can't do everything yourself, and if you try to, you'll get burnt out. And it's good to kind of deputize some of your staff for certain things and to promote people from within and to create opportunities, because they have their own great ideas and things that you would never think of, and that helps you create a more durable business, because you need to have those good people and you need to provide opportunities for them, so they have, people probably don't just want to bartend every day the rest of their life. They want to have other opportunities. So we're working on investing in our team to create new concepts and new ideas and new activations and pop-ups and stuff like that, so they're empowered to do more, and that way I can focus on certain things and these people can focus on certain things, and we can all move forward together in step.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff. Thank you, and also thank you for your beautiful accent, which is a mix of Seattle and New York, right?
Yeah, the New York hasn't really rubbed off on me too much, maybe a little bit. I think maybe just the pace in which I speak, maybe it's too quick, but yeah, I appreciate that. I've never heard a compliment on my accent before.
Thank you, grazie. Torniamo nel pomeriggio con altre interviste qui da Mixology Experience. Grazie a tutti.